Hey guys, how's it going? All right, I did make it here this week with a grocery haul. If you watched last week's grocery haul and meal plan, I mentioned that we had some of our really good friends coming into town, staying with us. They ended up not staying quite as long as originally intended, which maybe I'll explain later. I don't know if I will or not, to be honest. That's kind of their story. Anyhow, it ended up just being 2 nights, so I was able to do a grocery haul. Now, this actually is slightly delayed. You're still seeing this on Monday, though. But we did not do the grocery shopping on the day that we normally would because they were here. So either way, we got it done. Let me show you everything Sean picked up, and then I will run through the totals with you afterwards. All right, guys, here is everything we've got, starting on this end like I usually do. Looks like he picked up 2 bags of chips. Our 7-year-old was super happy about that. He asked for more chips. I told him his dad's the one who usually buys them, and there it is. So, thing of barbecue, thing of sour cream. Obviously, we're skipping the dill pickle chips this week. We've got a box of pot pies to have on hand for quick, easy meals, as well as pizza rolls. 3 boxes of the creamy tomato soup. Now, that is partially because a little while back, we were going to get 4 boxes to make tomato soup and grilled cheeses, but Sean misread my handwriting, and instead of 4, he bought 2. One of those got used in a recipe, so there's 3 to make up the difference. Long story you probably didn't care about. 2 bunches of organic bananas from Target. He said that Sam's Club actually had the cotton candy grapes in today, so he went ahead and got 2 of those. Given the fact that these cost more than the other grapes and honestly a lot of produce, he made the decision to go ahead and get 2 of those and skip some of the other fruit produce that we were going to get, other than the apples, which we do still need to go get. But that's what we'll have, and pretty much everybody in the house enjoys those. Bag of organic carrots, because I put that in a lot of different foods and things and recipes. Needed to get some more of those. We have been out of Parmesan cheese for just a little bit now, and we've got a couple kids that missed it the last time or 2 that we had pizza. So we've got more of that finally. Plus, I use that in a couple recipes like the basil pesto and things like that. These fig bars, this is something we bought in the past for the kids to have for snack foods. We haven't in a long time. Our friends that were here had some with them for their kids, and they shared, and it sounds like our kids really enjoyed them. So he went ahead and got those to have for snacks. We've got chocolate checks, 3 boxes, family size of that, because our kids are still kind of on a cereal kick, and that's the one that they're enjoying that has a little bit less sugar than some of the other cereals. So just that this week. 1 more box of Bisquick. We went through quite a bit of what we had between making, I think I made 64 biscuits for everybody with biscuits and gravy. Not to mention some of the other stuff that we've used it in, plus my little box of the gluten-free Bisquick, so that way I can make biscuits for myself as well. Since we only keep gluten-free flour on hand, that is actually safe for me. I can have the biscuits as well and then eat the gravy. It's really good. So we like to keep that on hand. 2 jugs of the unsweetened vanilla almond breeze, 3 things of the whole Fairlife milk. We've got a thing of the half and half. We had one of these in the fridge for a different recipe. Long story short, ran out of milk for the gravy and had to improvise with what I had on hand. Turned out really good, but needed to replace it. 2 things of the poppy seed dressing that Sean enjoys on a lot of different foods. It's one thing that is a sauce that doesn't have ingredients that seem to bother him. So that really works for him. Not my personal preference. It's too sweet for me. But he really likes it, as do a couple of the kids. 2 things of cream cheese. We do still have some cream cheese on hand, but our 13-year-old found out that there's a recipe inside the box for cheesecake and plans on actually making a homemade cheesecake and trying her hand at that. 2 things of butter, because we go through it, and I think we've got pancakes on the meal plan yet, so we needed a bit more of that. Crumbled bacon, we add this to a lot of different recipes, so just needed more of that. We've got a big thing of powdered sugar. This is something that with all the baking that our teenagers have been doing and some of the other things we do on occasion, it was actually time to buy more. I think in the last year we've gone through more powdered sugar than I ever have prior to this. So it's kind of funny to me. I'm not used to buying that much. Sweetened coconut flakes. This, one of the girls used the last that we had on hand for a coconut pie, and they wanted to get more for something else. So he picked that up for us. Big bag of the milk chocolate chips, because again, baking, teenagers, it works. M&Ms, guys, I'm not even gonna explain that. We just seem to be going through M&Ms lately. Aside from potty training, the girls found the Costco chocolate chip cookie recipe and found out that we can add M&Ms to that too, and everybody really enjoys that. We've got the raspberry pure leaf tea. I'm assuming Sean decided he wanted that. He likes to have drinks with him in his work van when he's working. And then we've got 4 cases of bubbly. We've got 2 pineapple, a blackberry, and a mango. I am actually starting to get down to the bottom of what we've got on hand that we bought previously. And then this case of Waterloo, it's got strawberry, black cherry, and watermelon. Sean's always liked their grape waters. Well, our friends brought this flat over from Sam's, and everybody really enjoyed that. I didn't get to try the black cherry, so he went ahead and he picked that up for us so all of us can enjoy that. And then diapers actually come out of our grocery budget too, so I set those there. I am really praying we are done with diapers soon, but we'll see how that plans out. All right, there it is. Let me flip this and I'll tell you what our totals were. Okay guys, there is everything he picked up for this week. I actually still have to work on our meal plan just a little bit, so I'm hoping that there's nothing else we need to go get. I'm really pretty good about working out of our pantry and things that we have on hand. So a lot of this was just replacing things that have been used, not so much what we have meals planned. But I'm not too worried about that this week. Either way, I was actually fully anticipating going over budget this week because the list was a little bit longer than usual, and he called a few times asking if we should pick up a couple extra things. One thing we don't have is the whole chickens, but that's okay. We've been kind of running behind on those anyhow, so we'll wait until next week to get those. But guys, with all of that, a long list, him calling and adding extra things to it, we still stayed under budget. I mean, check that out. We came in right about $275. I didn't use a calculator to add it up. I just did a quick add of the 3 receipts. He ended up going to Sam's Club, Target, and Walmart. We will run to Safeway later to get the organic apples that he didn't pick up. It's really warm out and he needed to get the cold stuff home. So when he goes back into town for work later, he will bring apples home then. So there it is. We stayed about $25 under budget so far. He'll probably spend a good $10 on the apples. Still keeps us under budget. And that, guys, is really an accomplishment, something that I like to be proud of. There it is. Anyhow, I hope that you guys are having a blessed day. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss everything else coming up next. And I'll see you in the next one.